Looking at the state of education this afternoon, we have an update, an issue on many parents' minds right now. The Florida Standard Assessment Test, or FSA, with testing set to start in 2 weeks. Many are worried about how the test will impact their child's future. After such an unprecedented school year, especially, WPTV News Channel 5's Stephanie Suskind takes a look at the new efforts to ease concerns.
A South Florida state senator filed this bill called the COVID-19 Impact on School Accountability. It's geared toward preventing standardized test scores from penalizing students, teachers, and schools during this COVID-19 pandemic, and it's gaining support.
I sit with him every day, every minute of the day, to keep him focused and doing his work.
Because of her high-risk health conditions, Leah McIntyre's son Ryan has been doing distance learning since the start of the school year.
Extreme anxiety and panic that I would possibly have to send him in order to get to 4th grade and have him exposed to then expose me.
She's worried about him going to school for the FSA test, set to begin in just a few weeks. The state is requiring students to take the test in person.
Would not be the best way to reintroduce him back to school. It would be probably somewhat traumatizing for him.
Let's acknowledge that this year is not like any other year. This is not normal.
That's why State Senator Perry Thurston of Broward County says he filed a bill that would prohibit this year's test scores from being used to hold students back or keep them from graduating.
Why do we use this catastrophe that we've been forced to deal with in terms of this pandemic to punish them? Let's use it to see if there is a slide, how much of a slide.
It's something Palm Beach County School Superintendent Dr. Donald Fenoy also supports.
We need the data. We need to know what has actually happened with our children's learning loss or learning gains during this period. But to penalize schools, put letter grades, I 100% disagree with that at this time.
Senator Thurston says he's hopeful for a resolution, but doesn't know if it will come before testing begins.
If we can get everyone to comply with actually taking the test, I think the department is going to be willing to agree with us that it should not be used punitively.
We will continue to advocate and push for this, and hopefully we'll prevail.
Leah isn't sure what she'll decide to do and is eager to get some clarity soon.
To get the state to realize the serious consequences here of putting all the students through this, then maybe then we could all breathe a sigh of relief.
So this bill is in committee right now, and there is also a companion bill in the House. Now, the State Department of Education did extend the testing window by 2 weeks, and Dr. Fenoy says that will allow them to test fewer students each day so they can spread them out more. We'll continue to keep you updated on what happens with this bill as well as the testing. Reporting in West Palm Beach, Stephanie Suskind, WPTV News Channel 5.
This afternoon, Florida's Education Commissioner said the federal government is allowing all states to request a waiver to potentially eliminate the accountability requirements of standardized tests like the FSA. Richard Corcoran said his office will gather input from school superintendents before making a decision on the waiver.